All right, welcome. We're doing something a little different today. We are jumping forward in time for a special dispatch from January 12, 2026, where the entire world of AI is in the middle of a massive, seismic shift. So let's get right into the headlines breaking right now.
You know, this one sentence right here, this changes everything. Forget about the simple chatbots that just, answer your questions. We are now officially in the era of autonomous AI agents. We're talking about AIs that can actually execute complex, multi-step tasks for you. So let's take a look at what that really means across healthcare, commerce, and media.
Okay, our top story is a huge showdown in the trillion-dollar healthcare market. And get this, two of Silicon Valley's biggest names, they're not just building better chatbots anymore. Oh no, they're trying to fundamentally re-engineer the entire relationship between hospitals and patients. So on one side, you've got Anthropic. They're tackling the absolute back-office nightmare of the medical system, automating all that awful paperwork like prior authorizations and billing. Then, on the other side, you have OpenAI. They want to become the new front door for patients, creating a personal super assistant to help you navigate your own health journey. And their strategies become crystal clear when you look at how they're built. Just look at their partners. Anthropic is embedding itself deep inside major health systems like Stanford. Meanwhile, OpenAI is going straight to you, the consumer, by integrating with apps like Apple Health and using some really specialized tech to clean up those messy medical records. These are two totally different ways of trying to solve the exact same massive problem.
So when Anthropic's own president says their AI can code better than some professional engineers, well, that raises a huge question, right? As these systems start outperforming humans in more and more tasks, the very definition of medical expertise is literally being rewritten right before our eyes.
And this exact same agentic shift is also blowing up the world of commerce. It's completely dismantling the whole search and click internet that we've known for decades.
So while you were sleeping, Google and Ant International launched this thing called the Universal Commerce Protocol. The easiest way to think about it is like a universal language. It allows your personal AI agent to go out and talk to any merchant on any platform to get stuff done for you. It's basically the plumbing for a world where AI does all the shopping.
So what does this actually look like for you? Well, the entire shopping journey gets compressed from, dozens of searches and clicks into a single, seamless conversation. You just say what you want, and your AI agent handles literally everything else, finding it, comparing options, and checking out, all without you ever having to leave the chat.
Now think about this. If an AI can summarize all the information on the internet and then just buy products for you, what happens to all the websites that relied on you clicking their links? Well, this shift is causing a full-blown existential crisis for media companies, and they are watching their main business model completely break down.
A brand new report from the Reuters Institute is projecting a staggering 43% drop in search engine traffic over the next 3 years. Why? Because Google's own AI overviews are answering questions right there on the search page, so that there's just no need to click through to another site anymore.
And just to be clear, this isn't some future problem, it's a right-now problem. This data from Chartbeat shows that search traffic to news sites has already plummeted by a third in just the last 12 months. The traffic fire hose that powered the web for 20 years is literally being turned off.
So, what are publishers doing about it? They're pivoting to personality. Newsrooms are now encouraging their journalists to act less like traditional reporters and more like creators you'd see on YouTube or TikTok. The thinking is pretty simple. If AI can replicate facts, then the only real advantage you have left is a direct human connection with your audience.
Of course, underneath all of these massive changes, there's a furious race to build the actual infrastructure for this new AI economy. We're talking about the silicon and the software that makes all of this possible. In hardware, NVIDIA just dropped its Vera Rubin platform, and it's designed for training the most ridiculously massive AI models yet. We're talking models with over 1 trillion parameters. But check out AMD's partners. OpenAI itself is pouring billions in, which signals a huge push to create real competition in the chip market and, avoid a total NVIDIA monopoly.
And then on the software side, Microsoft's CEO has basically issued a code red. He is demanding a complete overhaul of GitHub, to turn it from a place where you just store code into a command center where you can actually orchestrate autonomous AI agents that write the code for you. They are scrambling to keep up with smaller, more nimble rivals.
So as this technology just accelerates at this insane pace, a global battle is brewing over how to control it. And right now we're seeing two very, very different philosophies emerge.
Over in the United States, the federal government is actively pushing back against state-level AI laws. They're trying to create a single, deregulated framework to just let innovation run wild.
Meanwhile, the European Union is going full steam ahead with its AI Act, which slaps strict rules and penalties on anything it considers a high-risk system.
And this timeline for 2026 shows just how fast these two ideas are hardening into actual law. I mean, by August, the EU's high-risk framework is going to be fully in effect. This split is forcing global companies to navigate two completely different sets of rules, and it could create two very different kinds of AI for two different parts of the world. So the big takeaway from all these headlines is pretty clear, right? We have moved way past AI as a feature. We are now squarely in the era of AI as the operating system, the fundamental layer for huge sectors of our economy, everything from global commerce to human health.
And all of this leaves us with a final and pretty provocative question. As this new AI-powered world takes shape, who do you trust to write the final line of code? Thanks for joining me.